I one time remember I was done crossing a street, a very busy street, and someone had their pet dog loose. And they came at us. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for choosing to come right back and learn more about guide dog and spreading that awareness with me, because I cannot do this alone. I am only one blind person among a sea of people. So my name is Phoebe, and below the camera, as always, is my leader dog, Mia, who is my guide dog. She helps me navigate around this world, around this very inaccessible world, mind you. So today we are talking about guide dog etiquette. How are you supposed to interact with the guide dog team / service dog team? What can you ask? What can you not ask? Let's get into it. Disability comes in varying different sizes. Blindness is a wide spectrum. The way we get blindness is also a wide spectrum. And unfortunately, some of those spectrums can be traumatic. And there are some things that I wish people would do and some things I wish people would not do. So the 3 things I wish people would not do is get on their hands and knees and start petting my dog. I really don't like that because she is trying to work and it's really hard for her to work when someone is trying to pet her and make noises and stare at her. I have a sign that says, ignore working guide dog, do not stare, do not touch, and do not speak. A lot of people know not to touch a guide dog, but a lot of people don't know not to stare and not to make noises at. And so the reason why you can't stare at the dog is because it can be quite unnerving for the dog if you are staring it dead in the eye. And you definitely shouldn't speak to it because they have very good ears, and if you're making all these crazy noises, well, the dog can be also very distracted. And the second thing I wish people would not do is let their pets interact with my service dog. Their pets are pets. They're regular dogs, and it could be amazing for the owners to see how the dog may interact with another dog, but this can be so dangerous for guide dog users and service dog users. Guide dog users specifically because I have a guide dog. I one time remember I was done crossing a street, a very busy street, and someone had their pet dog loose. And they came at us. I couldn't really see until it was quite close to us, which by then may have or may not have been too late. And the dog just came and sniffed Mia's hind, as dogs do. But it was quite distracting because we just got done crossing an intersection, and that's when I need her to concentrate. She cannot be distracted because if it would have happened any sooner, we could have gotten hit by a car, and that just scares me so much. So please keep your dog away from my working dog because she is doing a really important task. And the third thing I wish people would not do is feed my dog. Whether that is I'm at a store or I'm at a restaurant, I wish people just wouldn't feed the dog because she has to be relying on me. I have to be the sole provider of my dog. And I can only speak for myself. A lot of people are different. A lot of service dog users are different. So I'm only, like I said, one person among a sea of people. And I can only speak for what I was taught at Leader Dogs for the Blind. So please, don't feed my dog. She is not allowed to have table scraps. I know, I am sad about that too. If I started feeding her table scraps, then she would not be well behaved at a restaurant. She would be eating your food along with my food. And that's a big no-no. And on to the positive, the 3 things that I am so grateful that people do. Number 1, I love it when people are super duper respectful to Mia and I as a guide dog team. They just mind their own business. They say, oh, cute dog, yeah. And they just mind their own day. They move out of the way, or they come up and ask some respectful questions. The second thing I love that people do is their awe. A lot of people are in awe at how amazingly well trained my guide dog is. She is from Leader Dogs for the Blind out in Michigan, a nonprofit that is amazing. I can't say enough good things about them. They help people get cane training and they help people get guide dog training, and all at no cost. And yeah, so people who are in awe they genuinely understand, okay, this dog is here to help her. The oddness to me expresses that these people understand that she is not here to be pet. She is not an ordinary pet. She is here for a very important task. And therefore, their first thought isn't about petting them. Their first thought is, wow, this dog is amazing. The fact that this dog can do these things make a person so much more independent than where they're already at with their cane. And the third thing I love when people do is talk to me and not the dog. I like it when people are conversing with me and then bring up the dog. Therefore, they're talking to me and not the dog. That's not distracting to the dog. Feel free to ask about the dog, but please don't talk to the dog. So I do like it when people converse with me. I love talking, which is why I'm doing YouTube. So I love talking. Go ahead and ask all your questions. Now understand, not everybody is going to be open to asking and answering all those questions. So be mindful of who you are talking to. But for me, I like talking to people, depending on the mood, but for the most part, I love talking to people and I love answering questions and I love it when people talk to me and not the dog. So check out the first 2 videos that I made and thank you for watching and please subscribe.